I cannot teach anybody anything. I can only make them think. Socrates. Good morning, class. I am here to teach you about philosophy. Did you know who is Socrates?
Not really, sir.
Very well. Let me introduce him to you. Socrates was a scholar, teacher and philosopher born in ancient Greece. His Socratic method laid the groundwork for Western systems of logic and philosophy. When the political climate of Greece turned against him, Socrates was sentenced to death by hemlock poisoning in 399 BC. He accepted this judgment rather than fleeing into exile.
I want to know more about him.
Socrates believed that philosophy should achieve practical results for the greater well-being of society. He attempted to establish an ethical system based on human reason rather than theological doctrine. Socrates pointed out that human choice was motivated by the desire for happiness. Ultimate wisdom comes from knowing oneself. The more a person knows, the greater his or her ability to reason and make choices that will bring true happiness. I cannot teach anybody anything. I can only make them think. Socrates, the great Greek philosopher, said this. Socrates was known for his immense contributions to the understanding about the world and his teachings. He is considered one of the greatest teachers ever, but that contradicts with his own quote. He said how he can't actually teach anyone anything but can only make them think. Looking at this, one can make that this is the connection to the Socratic method or Socratic learning developed by Socrates.
What is Socratic method? Did he apply it to his life?
The Socratic method is a type of teaching where there is usually a group of students and a main question is posed. However, instead of a teacher directing the discussion and controlling it, the students do it themselves. Now, you might be thinking, what is so special about this? It is just a group discussion. That is wrong though. While the premise is fairly simple, Socratic learning helps develop ideas and theories much better than most common ways of teaching. Recently, I overheard someone talking about the flaws in our current education system. They said how the only thing teachers do is make students copy writing off of the board. They then went on to bash how students have no real way of learning. Hearing this made me think, most schools have technology better than ever before, and even those that don't usually have a basic computer system. Even with technology, I thought, do you even need technology? Applying Socratic learning can make teaching and learning better than even the best technology.
Wow! Socratic method helps us a lot. We want to know more benefits of it.
Students can develop a better understanding of how to make connections. Schools are constantly emphasizing the importance of making connections. There is a reason that when writing papers, whether it is for English or social studies, the teacher always emphasizes a connection must be made with something such as a real-life situation, a novel, or a movie. Connections between ideas and topics allow for a better understanding of the subject. Ultimately, I truly believe that Socrates would laugh at what people say about him today. Himself not believing he is a teacher but scholars praising him as one of the best ever, now that is not what he expected. Either way, the quote "I cannot teach anybody anything. I can only make them think," proves to show what Socrates thought about the Socratic method. Let the students teach themselves and think for themselves. Some think it is a radical idea that goes against all precedents, but I ask, even if you aren't a teacher, but maybe work in a business where you have to discuss ideas for an upcoming event, just try it and see what happens. It can't hurt. That's the alarm. That's all for today. Hope you are all happy to study philosophy. Good day, everyone.